Hello, this is Uhasa and welcome to a best pushing strategies guide. Here I am today. This is the end of the season. I'm recording quickly because I'm worried the maintenance is going to come on very soon. First we have new codes. This is the AFK Woi, J and Woi. Oh, Woi stands for wave entry. Okay. J and creator, Journey Woi. I really hope to have my name as a promo code one day. It'd be called AFKJ Uhasa. Anyway, so let's go start. So whether you're a competitive pusher or someone who wants to experience the story and stay competitive, or you just want to play the game at your own pace, this video will have you covered. So this video is about pushing as hard as you can. But there is a conflict, isn't there? So there's usually a conflict of, oh, this is a new season. I want to enjoy the game. I want to experience the aesthetics and the music, and I just want to casually take my time. And, you know, so do I. And so does everyone else. But if you're competitive and you really want to get ahead of everything, and you want to push, and that's the really sad thing, is that there's this conflict, but in the end we choose to push to get our resources as quickly as possible. But I have a solution, and the solution is that well, there's two solutions. One is you make an alt account so that you can just go on the alt account freely, relax, and enjoy the story at your own pace. Or what others might do is you rush everything. So that means you, except for skipping the story. So you enjoy the story, you just watch and listen at your own pace. But when you have to do missions or puzzles or whatever, like, you just skip through everything else really quickly. Okay, so the last alternative is that I will be making a video on my free to play account, and I will make a video of me just running through the story. So it's just a story video, no fighting, just skipping all of that fighting stuff, and then it would just be a relaxing story, just going through everything. So if you're interested in that, look out for that, and I will share and make that later on. Let's start with the pushing strategy. So just a reminder, do not collect your dailies. So I instinctively press quick collect like once, you can see, but don't collect these yet. You see the essence? So I'm not going to click on it. Oh, I'm trying really hard not to click on it. Do not collect this essence, because when season 2 comes around, they're not resetting any of this stuff, because the day of the reset has already passed. And so do not collect the essence. The essence will change. This is season 1 essence. And so when we switch to season 2, this will become season 2 essence, right? We don't need season 1 essence anymore, but we really need season 2 essence. So don't collect this. Try not to collect, and don't collect this either. Do not press any refresh, like daily refreshes. Do not collect that, and try not to collect the treasures. I collected about 4 hours worth because I accidentally collected again earlier at the beginning of the day. But yeah, I couldn't like get out of the not being able to collect the treasures. Try not to collect that too, because that will amass some resources as well. Okay. Now the TLDR for pushing is push as hard as possible, get as far as you can. When you get stuck during the AFK stages, you want to utilize guilds and friends for help. So let's say that you lose. I'm just gonna lose on purpose here. Just put out this and this and this. I'm aware. Oh, I should have just put Haven in there. Okay, so let's say I lose. you want to utilize your proxy battle request and AFK synergy battle. So if you need help, you can get an extra hero. So this is the proxy battle. You can ask for an extra hero, so you be able to use 6 heroes. Or you can use the AFK proxy battle request, where someone will take over your heroes and then they will fight for you instead. Like, they'll use the heroes that you have and they'll try to beat it using the heroes that you have. I think the proxy one's better, but I think it says you can only use it once per player. I think you can mess up as many heroes as you like, but once you complete the stage, I think you won't be able to use them anymore. Now, when you have when you're done with either the pushing and you can't push any further at all, you can use your spare resources like hourglasses. So here I have some spare hourglasses that I haven't used yet, and you can use them when you are... Well, I should have saved them. But I don't think they will switch through to the other season, so I don't think this will work. But when you get new hourglasses from season 2, just save them until you really need them. Okay, so now we're going to go into deeper. Like, that's basically it. So just push as hard as you can. That's how you do it. That's the TLDR. But we're going to go a little bit deeper into the mechanics as well. So why are we pushing so hard in the first place? Well, the reason is because you want to get the maximum competitive advantage to earn the highest rewards. You see, if you can see in, say, Dream Realm, a lot of the damage can sometimes be very close. Sometimes it might be really far, but let's say you're in the higher rankings, higher brackets. The higher you are, the more advantages you get if you're just even a little bit stronger. If you're just a little bit stronger, you could just get a little bit more damage that will give you a higher ranking. So basically you want as much power as possible, so then you can get higher into the ladders, into the rankings. So what's it matter if you get high rankings? Well, you get higher rewards. So if you're in the top 10, you get 550 dream fragments and 4 temporal essences. And this is the only place in Dream Realm, the only place where you can get daily temporal essence for free. So if you're in the top 10, you can get 4 a day. And if 1 month passes and you're in the top 10 consistently, then you could be getting, what, 30, let's say 30, okay? 30 times 4 is, quick math, 120, right? Plus, oh wait, and there's the server rewards too. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, it's district rewards and server rewards, okay. Yeah, versus someone, say, in the top 100, you will get 1 temporal essence. So, I mean, you don't have to compare yourself as a whale, but it's just, even if you're free to play, even if you're a casual player, you can maximize your rewards by just being, rushing your pushing. Now, Dream Realm is the most, probably one of the most important places for pushing, but you also have Arena, where if you can get daily rewards based on your tier. So if you're top 5, you can get 840 Arena coins, and if you're top 20, you can get 700. And, you know, this adds up over time. So, yeah, I wish... I keep testing out Arena compositions, so I keep staying in, like, the top 20. That's fine. Okay, now the next part is where do you push? And the answer is basically everywhere. And because all the battle modes offer resources, so then the real question is, where should you start first? Which one should you do first? So when you enter the game in Season 2, I believe that you should just push AFK stages first. So don't collect any of this, remember? Don't collect the dailies, but just start battling as soon as possible. And the moment that you can get auto battle, which I think it should be straight away, just what I would do if auto battle is on, I would just set up my team. I'm going to talk about teams later on in the video too, but I'm just going to quickly set this up. I mean, I think I've already done my auto battle for today, but I'm just testing this out for fun nowadays. But let's just say I turn on battle mode, and I'm allowed to. I put on auto progress, and I can just leave it there. It's just passive income that will come, and then when I get stuck on that, if it stopped progressing, I would just come back, and then I will fix it, and then I can focus on my story. So then you're doing two birds with one stone. Okay, so while the AFK stages are running from your teams, taken care of, you go do your quests. You collect all the treasures, all the resources from the maps, and then when you're gonna reach a limit. So when you hit the map, you're gonna reach. They're gonna try to, they removed essence from the bundles, so they're going to make it more easier for the other players to catch up, and the players, they can't spend money to buy essence to improve their pace even quicker than before. So now everyone's reached a limit. It's just going to be a difference in terms of AFK stage pushing, and then that just depends on everyone's skill, everyone's pushing ability, and the quality of your heroes. Because obviously if you have higher quality heroes and X weapons, you're gonna have an easier time to push stages. But you can definitely still be able to do it if you have weaker heroes. Alright, because it's all about the leveling. Okay. Now let's go through the battle modes, and what resources they provide. So in the AFK stages, they will give factional orbs, sorry, because we're going to get the talent tree, which I can't show because the Pioneer server just ended. But I think most of you have seen the skill tree. You're going to get orbs for the skill tree. You're going to get essence from here. You're going to get money, letters, and diamonds. So here on top, obviously in the higher stages, we're just going to get this. But in the beginning stages, you're going to see lots of diamonds, essence, letters, and you will get factional orbs as well. In the story, you should prioritize this as well, and you're just trying to get everything that you can. And then I think the next three most important things are Jura's Trial. So you will unlock this, I think, maybe stage, I think it was 85, stage 85 or 185 or something like this. It has to do with the 8. And once you unlock charms, go get them. Get them as soon as possible, because they will give you a lot of difference to your damage. And if you, let me show you. And remember, they've changed the seasonal skills, so we don't have seasonal skills anymore, but they did input the seasonal skills into, whoa, don't want to change that. They put the seasonal skills with your mythic bonus. So we get this, and they've added in the abilities into here instead. And I think they've changed quite a few charms compared to what was in the Pioneer server to the live version. So that's why I haven't made any charm guides. Plus, I'm not that great at charms. I'm gonna try to become more proficient in them later. Okay. And then we have the legend trials. So do your legend trials, because they give essence and acorns. Dream Realm gives armor and weapons at first, and then they give dream fragments. You have Arena and Supreme that give diamonds, money, and arena coins. And then you have Guild Supremacy, which is down here. And Guild Supremacy gives more rewards as well. Then So that's the order of priority, I would say. And then after, you should do these when you just have spare time. So honor duels, oh well, battle drills is not when you have spare time. Do it once when it's out, once a day. But honor duels and arcane labyrinth, you have a week to take care of it, so it's okay. You have heroic gauntlet, which will be new as well, and I made a heroic gauntlet guide if you're interested. And then we might have Ravaged Realm that might come back eventually, maybe towards the end of the season as well, like before. Okay, now some other things to take note of is that, as I said before, map progressions will have a 24-hour lock, so to let everyone catch up to each other. It's a lock to prevent people from progressing too fast and allows other players more time to catch up. So make sure, if you are busy though, if you don't have much time to play the game, at least log in and keep collecting your resources, your treasures. Keep collecting your treasures, so then it doesn't overflow, or it doesn't cap and you can't collect anymore. And like I said before, don't upgrade too early, as you will be switching frequently. So I'm talking about your gear. Do it later when you feel like you should. Alright, now we're going to talk about the specific, very specific guide on AFK stage map pushing. So we'll talk about the teams first. So, you know, a lot of people talk about, oh, what is the best PvE team? What's the strongest PvE team? I think there's no, like, there's a really strong teams, but there's no strongest team, because you can get countered by the opponent, and it might be easier to use a different team. So rather than telling you what are the best teams, because not even everyone has all the units, right? What's important is that you understand what teams that you can make, what teams that are capable of taking down the opponent. So this is not in order of like what's the best, but it's just the teams that I know that can work and you can use. Okay, so the first team is the Aaron Olmus team. It's the AoE. It's so easy to do. It's the first team that everyone should be building, the Aaron team, because it just Aaron just tornadoes everyone into the center, and then that buys enough time for Arden, Carolina, any other AoE heroes to just destroy the enemy team. This doesn't always work, but you know, it's pretty autopilot kind of team. You know, you don't have to do anything. Set number two, team number two is like a zoo team. So zoo means like a lot of summons. So you have Florabelle, who can summon up to 3 of those little flower things, and then you have Cecia, who summons Mr. Carlisle. You can also add in a Burial, which I did not add. And you can create a zoo team which like tries to overwhelm the enemy with numbers, and they can't kill them. This is very good against teams that have single target damage. So if you're versing comps like Odie or what else? Say Marilee or something like this, they can only target one person at a time. Oh, Vala. Yeah, Vala's a good example. You can only target one person, one unit at a time, so you don't want to they counter them pretty well. Another team is the store team. So, you know, you have Smokey, Freyesto. I think Smokey was super popular back in Season 1, Song of Strife. And all you have to do is just use Smokey. You teleport Smokey with Rainier to the other side, or it depends, if they rush into you, you can just leave Smokey in the corner, let him build his stacks, and then he will turn his blue aura on and just kill everyone. And with Stall, you know, there's lots of other variants. You have Pesto, you have Lily May, who ramps up well if you give her enough time and buffs. And so this is a this is the team that I currently use all the time, because It's just pretty safe, and it gives me a lot of stages every day. Now there's the DNO team as well. So if you have a well-invested DNO, he would be great to use. And what you probably notice is that these teams that you see are also in PvP. And if you have a PvP team that works really well, then a PvE team, like the PvP team in PvE will work just as well, usually. Then you have an OD team, and you can have OD Rainier. So everyone should know the OD Rainier swap. You use it in PvP to take out and assassinate an enemy. You can also do the exact same thing in PvE. So how you do that is you just swap anyone with OD. You can swap him to the other side, or if you give OD Enlightenment, then only the enemy will swap to your side, and OD will stay on your side, and then you can just shut the person who got teleported down. And maybe an assassin comp will work because you have just 1 or 2 targets that you need to kill, and the rest is really easy, and plus they're very open, or they're easy to get. Now Nara is also an assassin. I don't think she's that great, but I think she's usable in PvE at least, and Supreme. So yeah, I think she's okay to get. You can add her to the assassin team. And the last one is Talene with Ludovic. You can obviously add Talene and Ludovic in the store comp as well. And you're just trying to get Talene to ulti as quick as possible and sweep them in. And speaking of sweeping, you can combine any of these heroes like in combination that synergize very well together, like Talene and Aeron. So you can do like Aeron, Almus, Talene, Ludovic, and Arden, or Damien. So these are the general teams that you should use. So again, just think about the different combinations that you can have, that you can create, and because not everyone has these heroes. Okay. Another thing good to know, is that how to adjust and improve your formations and playing. So let's just say that I'm manually doing this, or I'm just fighting in person, and I'm losing. This team's losing. Then what you can do is learn how to improve. Now the first thing, instead of switching out heroes, sometimes it just works better if you just swap your hero's formation. Just one slight change sometimes just does the trick. Other times you might need to change the hero actually, like maybe only one hero is not doing well. And how you know this is you just watch your battle, you watch the replay, and you can find out, oh, what did I do wrong? And then and that's how you improve. That's how I get better, and how a lot of people I know got better as well. I think the quickest way to pass a stage is if you just go into the records of other people, and you can see like these people don't have Supreme Plus, they don't have 4-star, 3-star like me. You can see that there's lots of people who can get by just fine with these compositions. So maybe I should have started off with this, but just copy other people's formations first, and then if that fails, you have tons of ideas of other people to see what they've done, and then you can just adjust or slightly alter. Yeah, just copy, and then you can learn from there. Okay, now for people who don't know, if you're new, there's something called faction bonuses, faction strategies. So there are 4 different factions or 4 different factions, and they all kind of counter one another. So humans beat, or Lightbearers beat Maulers, Maulers beat Wilders, Wilders beat Graveborn, and Graveborn beat the Lightbearers. Now, in season 1, we mostly have maulers. So that means you're going to, like, normally it's logical to just think, okay, just have lots of light bearers. But the light bearers in season 1 haven't been too great. Oh, there's been, oh no, it's server maintenance. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Still gotta make the video. Okay, and then, yep, no problem. No problem. No problem. So, uh, yeah, you have that. Yeah, so just learn your factional bonuses, and in season 2, we're gonna be coming across a lot of light bearers and a lot of graveborn characters. So if you see, if you're versing the Dead Tide fleet, if you're versing graveborn units, then um, you want to use Wilders. So an Aeron team might be really, really strong against them. And if you're versing people at Rustport with lots of gang members, they're all going to be light bearers, so you can use Graveborns. So, because Graveborns actually are like factional wise, just wipe the field with light bearers, then I wonder if the Dead Tide fleet will just conquer Rustport. I wonder. Maybe not because of Magister Merlin. Okay, the next part is assists from friends and guild members. So if you fail, like I said earlier, you can just use proxy battles and synergy heroes. You have the order progressions, and you also don't forget you have the 2x mode. And the last one I couldn't get to show you is the manual casting. So if you have manual casting, you can manually cast their ultimate by yourself. If you're losing that hard, you can just manually cast and then control all everyone's ultimates. Because sometimes the AI is like not the best, or it's not the way that you intended to go. Okay, well that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy pushing everyone. I'm gonna be live streaming later as well. See you.